mamas, and getting ready for the weekend, aren't we?
We are. One more day.
One more day. So last weekend I went on a yoga retreat, Paisley, which was so nice. I did it on a Sunday. I did it on my own, didn't I, this time?
You did. I didn't go this time.
So basically we started off with a cacao ceremony. I don't know if anybody's heard of that.
Why don't you tell everyone?
Yeah.
Hot chocolate.
So it is like that. So what we learn about on a cacao ceremony is how precious cacao is. So cacao is from the cocoa tree, and the cocoa tree, it always reminds me of Avatar. You know the tree in Avatar.
Yeah.
So it's a very like spiritual tree, the cacao, and because of the cacao that comes from the beans is very
like the cocoa beans.
The cocoa beans, yeah, is very powerful. It's really good for the body. It's really good for the mind, the mental health as well.
Wow.
And it's quite powerful with like energy. So when we started the cacao ceremony, and this is the second time I've done one. I love it.
I do love it.
It's so different to what you usually do. But you go round and you'll have you'll have the cacao to your strength, and then you go round. Everyone has to pass it round, and you'll take a sip, and then you'll say one thing that you're grateful for, and then take another sip, one thing that your goals are as well. So it's really like every time you take a sip you're putting out there what you want to achieve and stuff.
So it sort of increases the intentions that you're setting for that day.
Yeah. And when we did like a meditation straight after that of like visiting the cacao tree, like meeting our guides and everything. Oh my God, it was really good. So yeah, it was a bit witchy woo woo.
It was. The last time I did
I loved it.
I got a really strong message from, it sounds woo woo, but from Mother Earth. I got, and at the time it was about, do you remember in the first podcast, it was about empowering women and to put it out there and build up the force within women.
I know, and
what are we doing?
Also, straight after we go into the meditation, and it is about Mother Earth and the message you get from the cacao tree. I know you lot will think I'm like crazy talking about this, but you do get a message, and straight after you have to write it down. I can't remember what my message was now. I wrote it straight down, but that's the mad thing is you forget it straight after because it's like that short-term memory thing, isn't it? So yeah, I wrote it down straight after what the message is, and it is like the most important thing for meditation, because when you like practice meditating and going in, like to get like a message, because you can ask what you need to do to get to this point in life, or ask, is there some guidance you can give me in your meditations? And that first thought, what comes to your head within that 3 seconds, write it down when you come out of your meditation. Or even if you're asking at home, like the first thought that comes to your head, write it down, because you will forget it. And I think like that thought is so powerful that it will help you, won't it?
Definitely. So what did you do after the cacao ceremony?
So after that we did like a yoga session, and then we wrote down all our intentions and goals, which was really, really nice for me, because I've not like had a day to myself. Like obviously we did the vision board event in Jan, didn't we?
That went really well.
That was amazing. But actually doing something for myself where I could really physically switch off was just so nice. So yeah, like it was just nice just to proper switch off on that day. I turned my phone off all day, so I didn't put my phone on all day, and I just proper switched off to the world, put all my intentions down, my goals, everything that I wanted to do and achieve that day. I thought this is a day for me. So yeah, but on another note, what I wanted to talk about today was coming out of our hibernation stage.
Yeah, because we're gonna be, well, we're at
coming
the end
into
of
spring.
Coming into spring, aren't we? We've got March just around the corner.
Yeah. So December and January is a very, like, even from November of last year is our hibernation.
Yep, and it's getting lighter.
Yeah, so if you compare yourself to like obviously animals, they hibernate in the winter, but it really is where we're like human force and energy with like animals, us, we should be really doing the same. And I think one important thing that was said to me was, in that time of that hibernation time, like you don't have as much sunlight for as long.
Yep, and you're supposed to rest your body, aren't you? So,
and you can also feel in that time that none of your goals are like coming to fruition. Like, you know, like you've got these goals and you're like, why isn't anything moving in the direction I'm meant to go? Well, there's two things. Like during that time of hibernation, everything does stop. Like, but also if it really is pulling you back, then maybe that's not the direction to go. There's two ways, isn't there, about it?
There is an experiment actually that showed with trees. You know, they naturally die in the winter. They did an experiment where they gave them this growth powder. It was something they gave them that made them produce fruit all year round, and actually after they did that, they died afterwards. So that's how much energy it involves. So even the seasons and nature needs that rest time,
and
to then go again.
And we're connected with that. So it is like we have to like listen to the nature, listen to the Mother Earth, listen to our bodies, and have that time to take down, like to like really in a way hibernate, isn't it, Paige? So yeah, I think that is like the really important thing, really. Just taking down that like downtime, isn't it? Thank you, by the way.
Sorry, we just had a phone call interrupting us.
Yeah, we've had a phone call. We're going live now on our podcast, so we are going live in the week on Instagram and TikTok. But yeah, thank you for Shannara saying they like me in pink. Thank you. I love a bit of pink because it makes me feel a little more like
it does.
My energy feels a bit brighter.
I got Mum some flowers on her birthday and they were pink because, you know, with roses, apparently the frequency is really high with roses. So it's naturally higher than our body frequencies, and that's why they're associated with the flower of love.
Oh.
Because it's self-love.
Wow, I love that.
Make you feel good.
But yeah, going on from like what makes you feel good and everything is in that springtime, like the flowers, if you notice like February, March, you might see one flower pop up.
Oh,
it's that planting the seeds.
Snowdrops.
So yeah, like Mum said she had loads of snowdrops at hers the other day.
Yeah.
And that's like my favourite flower actually. But yeah, they're slowly coming up. So that is us as well. Like we're being reborn during this time. It's the best time to manifest and reach your goals in the spring, because that is when we've planted the seeds and they will, you know, it's the best time for you to roll your energy through that time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I just thought that was so interesting, like, because there has been times in like December, Jan, where I'm like, oh my God, like I'm doing everything I can and nothing's coming back.
You're supposed to sort of go with your body as well.
Yeah.
You feel a lot more tired in the winter. So the cozy nights in, the fires, they're all meant for a reason. So you can wind down and enjoy the winter. And now do some spring cleans. It's a good time for decluttering and move that energy about.
Definitely. And actually just bringing in, like, actually just going on from like our Instagram live, hi Shannara. So she is always wears bright colours, and actually I do feel like whatever colour you put on you does like make your energy feel like in a certain way. Like I'm terrible. I do love wearing black, but I wear black because
it's not great.
I feel more flattering in it.
And in fact, everybody buying from Temu, Shein, the polyesters, I hate to say it, but your body frequencies get stuck in them. So the most natural form of material is linen.
And what about cotton? No?
Linen, I think cotton as well, but linen's up there. So if you wear linen, you can resonate with the earth's frequencies as well, and it's supposed to help you your body breathe better, you'll be happier. But apparently
oh my God,
it's plastics that you're wearing, it's mixed with polyester.
Wow.
And the frequency is lower than a dead person.
Oh my
honest to God, that's why they say not to wear it, because it's actually not great for you.
Wow, Paisley, you're like a ball of like knowledge. Like literally, my trousers right now are from Team You. Oh my God!
I mean, listen,
I'm not connected with Mother Earth today.
Yeah.
Oh my God!
But if you can try, like that's why in the summer when you've got less clothes on, you're probably happier as well.
Linen is like.
Can you imagine ironing linen every day?
Well, number one, I hate ironing. And number two, how cold is linen in the winter?
It's freezing. Yeah,
It's freezing.
And I think it's the natural fabrics are the best ones to wear.
Yeah.
Because your body, the vibrations still get through those.
You better remortgage your house if you're going to buy all them clothes, though.
Pamela Anderson, have you seen it? She's all into it. I love it. I love Pammy.
Yeah, but she's got like millions of pounds in
She's got millions of pounds and she's growing all her own veg. I'd love to.
Yeah, I would love to do that.
In Canada on a big lake.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal. Like, have pure cotton clothes. Oh,
I have
love
Egyptian cotton sheets though, I'll have you know.
Yeah,
I know.
I know. Do you know what? One of my friends was always like, you've got to invest in your sheets and bedding.
Yeah, it does make a difference.
It is true. Actually, there was a podcast that we did listen to, wasn't it, that day? And they said, like, when you go to bed, it is like, it's your sanctuary.
Yeah, you spend
no
half
one
your
else.
time in bed.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
You spend half your time. So they're like, buy the best sheets, buy the best beds. So
it's cost per wear. So if your bed's costing you $5,000, if you work that out over a year, a lifetime, your cost per wear is probably cheaper than buying the crap you get from IKEA. The same, we've got to replace all our furniture after the move, and I was thinking if I got something solid, it probably would amount to the same because you have to keep replacing IKEA because it keeps breaking.
Oh, don't.
Cost per wear, guys.
Cost per wear. I know. It's just, and do you know what is the worst for me? I get just so tempted. I'll get an email and they'll be like, 50% off sale. And then my other friends sent me a link to this thing because I wanted one of them heated blankets. And I was like,
Have you got the grounding sheets yet? I'd like to try them.
Yeah, but so we got it. We ordered it. And it was like a single thing.
Yeah.
Like, just like a single sheet. So he took it off my side and put it on his side. So he's like, I'm testing it. And I was like, I just haven't fought back to get it back.
Does it feel any different?
But everybody said, actually, Rachel told me it's meant to be to the side. You're meant to
put long ways.
Like long ways. So both of you go on it kind of thing.
Okay.
I don't know if he's felt any different or not.
I need to try it because I've got the children in my bed still.
Yeah.
And actually I found with the memory foam,
children.
that's probably polyester or something because I get really hot in it at night. But
do you?
I need it for my back. But I was thinking, I'll be going on fire with a heat sheet.
Well, don't put that grounding sheet on because if there's anything outside, you'll be like electrocuted. Like,
we have done something really exciting today, though, haven't we? You've manifested something.
Oh my God, this is so weird. Right, so
Manifested
I'm
money,
really
guys.
excited about saying this because lately I've been saying every day since January, money is going to come to me freely, but I always say from a good place. So I said, money is going to come to me freely from a good place. And I've been saying it every day. And no lie, I got this call today and I was like, hi. And they were like,
you really put the phone down, you were well moody.
Yeah, I was like,
what do you want?
Do you know what? When it's these bloody sales calls, it really annoys me. And it was a number that I didn't know. So I was just like, hello. And then they were like, hi, it's like the vet's here. And I was like, hi. And they was like, well, we left you a message in September. I was like, September last year. And they were like, yeah, did you not get it? And I was like, no. And they said, well, we owe you some money because you overpaid. And I was like, okay. So basically, I lost my little doggy in July last year. And it was just so traumatic, wasn't it? Like the whole experience. And like, we just kind of like paid what we needed to when it was, and she was like, we owe you some money. She was like, what card do you want me to put it on? And I was like, okay. Didn't even ask the amount. I was like, okay, here's my card number. She was like, just to confirm, that's £322 going on back onto your thing. And I was like, oh my God. I was like, so I wasn't expecting that money at all, but I have honestly been practicing it because obviously we're moving house and like there's a lot of pressure on us, and obviously when you move it is so expensive, isn't it? So like this year I've got a lot of pressure that is coming onto my shoulders, so I was like, I really need to get myself set up and
I need to do this,
I need to do this. But yeah, from a good place. So I was well happy with that. I was like,
so what are you saying at night to bring about that manifestation?
So the whole of Jan, like I've missed a few days of it, like last week and stuff, because I didn't feel very well last week actually, but I've been taking a notepad to bed every night and writing like things I'm grateful for.
That's really good.
And I'll write And I always say, the first thing is, I always say I am healthy, I am strong. I always say my family is healthy and strong, my baby is healthy and strong, like my daughter and stuff. And like my husband as well, I always say is healthy and strong, because that without your health, you need your health in life to process every day.
Health is well.
Health is well. So that's always the first thing I say. And I always say I'm grateful for my family. Another thing I say actually is I'm grateful for the people I work with, because I'm grateful for people loyal to me. I'm grateful for their trust. And I am really, really grateful. And I write that all the time, because I am grateful for the team I have around me, because everybody is just amazing. And I think it works both ways. You've got to be just as good as a team player back. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I always write that. And then I always put then things I want. So I'll say, I am this.
I am powerful.
I am powerful. I'm strong. I am successful. I am lucky as well. I always put I am lucky, because I do think there's some parts of luck that come into your life at certain times.
Definitely.
But I do think that luck comes in with like you on your journey at that time as well. Do you know what I mean? Because even we could be quite lucky, but we've been offered something, haven't we, with a possible journey we could go on.
I think that was that's synchronicities. I think
that's the word, synchronicity.
Definitely supposed to come along at the right time.
Yeah.
And all the ideas that we're creating around it.
We don't want to jinx it and also mention it, because it might. I'm not even going to say it is going to happen.
Say that, aren't we?
Yeah, we're allowed to say we're working with a chemist, and we're obviously going to say it is going to happen. But even when
every time I feel the fear,
feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yeah, I was reading a book last night because I couldn't sleep. I put on an ebook, and it's called No Excuses. I can't remember who writes it, but actually that's when I get the fear sometimes. When I wake up in the morning, 2-3 o'clock in the morning, I can't sleep, and I start worrying about things, which is really weird, because in the morning when I wake up, I don't feel those worries, and in the day I don't feel those worries, so it always hits me in the night. So then I put on an ebook with my earphones, because I've been told off. My partner doesn't like meditation music. He finds it irritating.
Does he?
Probably that's why his energy's off, but yeah. I listen to it on things, and it just sends me back to sleep again if you can't sleep. But I was listening to it, and it was like, right, so when you feel that fear, there's no excuse, just get on and do it. And that's this morning, I was like to you, let's just do it. Let's just do it. And we'll deal with it afterwards. We'll just go with that journey.
Yeah.
That's
and I think that
we've got each other.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like when one of you is like, and this is the same in a relationship, in a friendship, when one of you has that doubt or that fear,
working as a team,
be that other person and bring that person up and say, like, you can do this. Why are you questioning yourself? You can do it. We can do this, can't we?
We can do this. We're going to do it. So watch this space.
But even in my notepad, I've been writing, money comes to me freely from a good place. I always put from a good place.
Yeah,
Someone told me.
Yeah,
it was something that we read. We read it because you can manifest money and it not come from a good place. And
for example, give an example.
Oh, I don't want to say, but say like someone really close to you died, and then you might get a big inheritance.
A prime example. So you want it from it.
You don't
a good place.
Yeah, a good place. Obviously, you don't know what life holds
without it affecting another person.
Yeah,
so the vet you overpaid.
Ba-boom. I didn't even know. So yeah,
that's like the magic.
That was really quite nice actually to get that. But yeah, actually, I loved it in the magic. My next door neighbour does it with me as well sometimes.
I did it this time last year, but I haven't done it this year.
No, I need to do it, and I haven't done it yet.
30-day thing, isn't it?
I said on the last podcast I was going to do it, but I haven't done it yet.
Do it now.
I need to do it.
Now we've settled after the holiday and Christmas, January's out the way. We can start. Yeah, this time I get excited about, because it's now. If you don't put your plans into motion now for the rest of the year, you're going to miss your chance.
Yeah, 100%. I think that is so important, isn't it?
Because we're nearly. March, we're like nearly a quarter of the year. Scarily enough.
I know. Oh,
and it gets released.
Yeah. So I think it is really amazing time now I know we've done the vision boards in Jan, but now really set them intentions, really do them goals. Have a notepad like next to your bed with a pen, and make sure the pen's there as well, because the worst thing is when you go to bed and you've got a notepad next to you, and I've done it before.
Mine would be gone. Sadie would be writing on the walls.
She would actually. But the worst thing is then you say, oh, I can't be bothered to get a pen, I'm in bed
just
now.
On your phone, you can write on your notes.
So you just, no, I don't like going on my phone at night.
That's true, actually.
It literally doesn't, I can't go to sleep. If I go on the phone just before bed, I'm too hyped. I'm too, like, my brain is gone into a different, like, I can't relax.
That's why I
my
come
brain.
up with all my ideas in the middle of the night. And you're like, oh, Jesus.
Jesus, go to sleep.
Even, I got time
Yeah,
to go
when
to
she
sleep
was like to me this morning, she was like, oh, did you see all the messages I sent you? I was like, what time did you send them? I was like, I've not seen any of them. I still haven't seen them now.
I'm still in breastfeeding mode, like from when she was a baby. You know, your body naturally wakes up every 2-3 hours. Well, 2 to 3 o'clock, I wake up every night without fail, and I find it really hard to go back to sleep. My body will readjust, but that's the time when I think when rather than lying here, I might as well read a book but actually I do find an ebook you take in better when you're in the car.
Yeah,
I
like a car journey with an ebook.
Sidetracked a little bit, and I thought I could really do with a paper book now to relax.
Yeah.
And then I read Roald Dahl. We love Roald Dahl with my little ones at night, and then I fall asleep. I'm like, I need some me time.
What? I used to love Roald Dahl. I used
it.
to read all of them when I was younger. But that was the nice thing. I remember being like 8 or 9 and like taking my book to bed, and I had Roald Dahl books, and I would just read in bed and then go to sleep naturally.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the biggest manifesting book ever. Like the whole story where he dreams about working for the factory and all the, that ticket. He manifested that ticket.
Yeah,
I love it.
It's funny you say that, and we're talking about that now, because Iona this morning was going do 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 do, and I was like, where have you got that from? She said, oh, Daddy always sings it to me. It's from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Mummy. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, I've never ever watched it with her ever.
Have you not? The new one's
I need
really
to
good.
watch it. Johnny Depp one.
No, that one I find is a bit scary for children. That they've released a new one. Is it called Wonka?
Oh, yes. Yeah, no, I think I have seen it,
It's very, very good.
Yeah, I think I have seen it. But yeah, oh God, everything is like Wicked at the moment. She's loving Wicked.
Oh, who's seen Wicked? Again, it's about good and bad in this world.
I know. The good, the bad. But no, I love it. It's just a really nice like film, really. I love things like that.
It's a really good feel-good film. So, what's going to be your plans for the rest of the year?
Oh God, when you say that, I'm thinking,
it's just making me think.
It's making me nervous more than anything. Like when
you're manifesting.
When you're asking that, right? So no,
that was like that date night that we were talking about. What's your favourite colour?
Oh, don't. What's your favourite colour? What month of the year do you love?
Guys,
when's your birthday?
Out there, don't ever ask that on a date.
Don't ask what your favourite colour is. And like, I know
what's
another
your favourite
thing.
film?
Do you know what I used to always ask as well, which is probably one of them things. What star sign is you? Because I thought,
I actually have asked that.
If they're like this star sign that I clash with, I'm thinking, oh no, I don't know if I could put up with you.
Actually, we are going to be releasing, aren't we? We're going to start going into retreats a lot this year, and we've got an up and coming retreat, haven't we, with sound bars?
Sound bars. I'm really excited.
Which is really good for this time that you said in March and clearing out.
We've got a good friend who's going to do it, haven't we?
Yes.
So she's really amazing, and we're going to talk about like energy clearing, which is like my favourite topic about energy, because I love talking about energy. If Kat was listening, she'll be like, "Oh, for God's sake, Carla, shut up." But yeah, like I just love talking about it because it's what you put out there, you get back.
Mine's manifesting. That is my number one thing, and crystals. I'm going to be talking a bit more about crystals and how you can electrify all your stuff, because there's a place in Sedonia, which I think is in Arizona, where you can take your crystals and you can have them supercharged, because the energy vortex there is so high.
I'd love to go there.
I'd love to go.
I think, should we put that on our dream board?
Yep, and we're going to watch Wonder Woman later, aren't we?
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so Paisley has been telling me to watch this for so long, Wonder Woman.
It was poo-pooed by the media. I wonder why, because it's about a really strong woman who's got superpowers.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was brilliant.
All our mamas out there are Wonder Women.
Yes,
You
our
literally
fellow
are.
Wonder Womens.
You literally are. You literally are. So I think, yeah, that is one thing that I really want to see tonight, and I want to see the P Diddy one.
The P Diddy one was really good.
Yeah, what is it called again?
Because you met his bodyguard, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm going to try and get him onto the podcast actually.
Oh
when
my
I was
God,
in
when
America,
you went to New York, I missed out.
Oh, I was sitting next to him. I was having a good
birthday.
chat with him. I was having a good chat with him.
What's his name?
Gene.
Yeah, even.
And the weirdest thing is that's our nan's name, Gene.
Oh
isn't
my
it?
God, that's I know, but honestly, that was some scary stuff. I mean, I don't know if he'd be able to talk much because he's got court cases going on.
Yes, but I'm sure he would possibly come on a podcast with us. I'd love to interview him.
So the bodyguard of P Diddy.
Yeah, if
Gene,
you're listening,
if
Gene,
you're listening,
we'll
you know about our podcast, don't you,
yeah, he does.
You're gonna have to release that picture again on our Instagram.
Yeah, but also we have got next week. We've got an amazing lady coming on actually, who's going to be talking about energy healing. Who taught me? She was my teacher. She is a Reiki master, and she taught me Reiki. So I'm level 1 training Reiki. I'm just doing my level 2 soon, because when I was meant to do my level 2 course, I accidentally got the dates mixed up, and the day I booked the level 2 course was the day I flew to New York.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, I'm really sorry. I was like, is there any way I could reschedule? So I'm just waiting for the next date to come up. But she will be coming on next week, and she is really amazing. Like, she blew us away. She'll talk to you about the story, so we won't obviously give it too much away of how she got into it. But she saved her own life, didn't she?
Yes.
And from listening to her body.
We're having some amazing guests on as well, aren't we? Some local businesses. What is it? Fuss Spots?
Fuss Spots as well.
They're like fab ladies.
yeah, they're great. So get tuned in, because I mean, we've got some really good things coming up.
Amazing guests.
We also just want to say, before obviously we wrap up today, that if you can, guys, please download any of these episodes, because what we get is we get more exposure, don't we? If
what
people
it is our stats. We can't tell who's listening unless you download. So we might have thousands of listeners, but we can't tell unless you actually download it and save it to your phone. We are growing week on week, and we are worldwide. We're really big in America and Australia. I'm so excited. But we still have a long way to go. So if you could just help us, and please just download the episode with our stats at the back end, we can see who our target audience is. It just help us to reprogram the pod towards you.
Yeah, amazing. And we're looking forward for you to meet all our guests. Get doing your grateful list and your goals list. So have that notepad next to your bed with a pen, and get doing all your goals, and say what you're grateful for, what you are. So always say I am, and this is happening to me, like as of now, not in the future. So you have to when you write any intention, you need to write it as if it's happening now. So like, I am wealthy, or I am very healthy, I'm very strong. Even if you're not feeling like that at that point in time, you've got to put it out there. So yeah, putting that out there. And don't forget, we are going into spring, so perfect time to plant them seeds. And this is the perfect time for growth now. So one of my mottos that I say, if you feel like you're climbing up that river and you're not getting anywhere, you will now, because we're going into spring. We've got lighter days, we've got more sunshine. So that means more energy is around us. So go and get them goals, guys. Go and get them.
And we will see you. So we're going to be going
next
live
week with Amanda, who's going to be talking about the energy. Yeah, and you'll see us live loads.
We've got our TikTok shop to launch. If you go to our website, guys, we've now got all our products up there that you can purchase. So we're going to be going on TikTok shop soon. But if anybody wants to buy any of the sages and any energy clearings that we talk about, it's all on our website, which is www.burnoutmamas.com.
Yeah. Right, have a lovely weekend,
See you,
guys.
everybody.
Coming
Bye.
up. See you soon. Bye. If you're loving the show, don't forget to download our latest episodes. It helps us a ton by boosting the show and making sure more people find us.
Plus, you can listen anytime, anywhere, even offline.
And while you're at it, make sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a new drop.
Want even more behind the scenes content? Follow us on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok at Burnout Mamas, one word, for exclusive clips, updates and fun extras.
Hit that follow button, send us a message and let's keep the Burnout Mamas community going.